Hello students, we have started our third lesson, that is the indices and cube root, and in previous two lectures we have studied about the indices and the laws of indices. Also in last lecture we have studied about the meaning of the numbers having index in the rational form, that is 1 upon n or m upon n. Okay, that we have studied already in last lectures, and depending on that topics, in previous lecture I have given you homework, that is for practice set 3.2. okay, maybe you have solved that homework, but let's see some example in that practice set 3.2 as a practice. So the first question, complete the following table, and in that the first point means the first number that here solve, then we have to study that second number. Consider here 45 raised to 4 upon 5. Now you have to write this number in two different forms, and you have to write the meaning of that two forms. So the first, this number can be written like this: 45 raised to 1/5 raised to 4, isn't it? Always remember this 4 is at the numerator and the 5 is at denominator, so you have to write 1/5, and the 4 is at numerator, so it should be 4, only 4, not 1/4. okay, and one thing more you have to remember, that the number which is at numerator, that should be the power, and the number which is at denominator, that should be the root. okay, so how to read this number, that we have to return in the first column. okay, so now let us see how to read this. This is the 4 power. We must have to start from this. So this is the 4 power of 5th root of 45. okay, I again repeat, 4th power of 5th root of 45. So you can write like this. Then this number can also be written in this form: 45, this 4 inside, this 4 inside, and this 1/5 outside. Now how to read this? Again we have to start from outside. So this is the 5th root of 4th power of 45. okay, I again repeat, 5th root of 4th power of 45. Now let's see the third number that we have given: 81 raised to 6 upon 7. Now this number we can write in this form: 81, this 1/7 inside, and raised to 6. okay, now how to read down this? Start from here. I again told you that the number which is at numerator, that should be the power, and the denominator, that should be the root. So this is the 6th power of 7th root of 81. okay, 6th power of 7th root of 81. Check it either it is correct or not. Then after that, this number can also be written like this: 6 inside and this 1/7 outside. okay, then you just have to change the sequence. So what is this? This is the 7th root of 6th power of 81. okay, so in this manner you can solve that first question. Now what is the second question? Let's see. Question number 2. Write the following numbers in the form of rational indices. So the first that we have given, that is the square root of 5th power, square root of 5th power of 121. okay, now how to write this number? So let's start from here. Square root, it means that is the root, so you have to write 1 upon 2. So this 121 you have to write inside the bracket, 121, and then complete the bracket and then start from here, square root. So square root, it means 1 upon 2. okay, and 5th power, so this is the 5th power of 121. got it? Square root of 5th power of 121. Now let's see the second: cube of fourth root of 324. Cube of fourth root of 324. Now how to write this? How to write this number? Again, first draw this bracket. 324 inside the bracket. Complete the bracket. Leave some space here. And then start from here. Cube of it means that is the third power. So write this 3 here. Cube of fourth root. Fourth root means 1 upon 4. So write this 1 upon 4 here. That is the cube of fourth root of 324. Okay. So in this manner you can solve other two remaining questions also from that practice set 3.2. Okay. Now let's proceed. Now we know that any number, if it is multiplied 2 times, consider 4 into 4. Then how to write this? That is 4 square, and the answer is 16. So you can write that the square root of this 16, that is equal to 4, isn't it? But if we take the negative values of these numbers, it means if we take minus 4 multiplied by minus 4, then also it is equal to 16, isn't it? It means the under root of 16, that is also equal to minus 4. It means the square root of 16 has two values. One is positive and another is negative. Okay? The square root of any positive number has two square roots. Okay? So that 16 is also having two square roots. One is positive, that is plus 4, and the another is negative, that is minus 4. Now after that we have to study the next topic, that is the cube and cube root. Cube and cube root. So let's study first about the cube. What do we mean by cube and what is the cube root? So if a number is multiplied by 3 times, like this, consider 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, then that is the cube of that number. So you can write this 3 cube of 3. Okay, and what is it? So 3 into 3, that is 9. 9 into 3, that is 27. So the cube of 3, that is 27. So if a number is multiplied by 3 times, then that is called as the cube of that number. Okay. See the another example. Suppose 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 4s are 64. Okay. So you can write like this. Cube of 4, and that is equal to 64. It means if a number multiplied by 3 times, that is called as the cube of that number. Simple. Then consider another example. If we take a negative number like this, suppose minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 multiplied by minus 5. So you can write this minus 5 cube of minus 5. Now let's see what is the answer. So this 5 multiplied by 5, that is 25. Multiplied by 5, 25 into 5, that is 125. So this 125. But now what about the signs? So here there are 3 negative signs, and always remember, in case of product, when negative sign comes in odd figure, okay, comes in odd figure, then the answer should be negative. And if the negative sign comes in even numbers, then the answer will be positive. Okay. Now let's see how we will get negative sign. Suppose if we take the product of this negative into negative, that is positive. Minus minus plus. Okay. And again this positive into this negative, that is negative. So we get here minus 125. So the cube of any negative number should be a negative value. Okay. So this is the cube of minus 5, that is equals to minus 125. Okay. So now let's see the another example. Suppose if we take the product of 0.02, So 0.02 multiplied by 0.02 multiplied by 0.02. Okay, so you can write here the cube of 0.02. Now what we have to do, listen. First we have to take the cube of 2. What is the cube of 2? 2 into 2, that is 4, into 2, that is 8. So let us write first this 8 here. Okay, and then after that we have to give the decimal point. So if we take the product of such a numbers, decimal numbers, then we have to leave this number of spaces after the decimal number. So how many digits are there? 1, 2 after this decimal number. Let us count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to leave 6 digits from the right hand side, and then we have to give the decimal point. Okay, is it clear? Remember here how many digits are there after the decimal point? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have to leave 6 digits, and then we have to give the decimal point from the right hand side. So this is the digit number 1. Now there are no digits in front of this, so let us write here 0. So first write here 0 and then count. So we have to leave 6 digits. So start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then give the decimal point here. So we will get the answer 0.000008. Okay, got it? So in this way you can find out the cube of 0.02. Okay, so if there is another such question, then also you can use the same method. Just measure how many digits after the decimal point and leave that number of digits and then give the decimal point in the answer. Okay, so this is about the cube. Now let's take some more examples. Suppose if we take 1.2, product of 1.2 3 times, 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2, that is the cube of 1.2. Okay, now see here, first we have to just find out the cube of 12, the number 12. So what is the cube of 12? That is 1728. Okay, cube of 12, the number is 1728. And now what we have to do? We have to measure the number of digits after the decimal point. So let's see, after the decimal point 1, 2, 3 digits are there. So just leave 3 digits from right hand side and then give the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3. So give the decimal point here. It means the cube of 1.2, that is 1.728. So in this manner you can find out the cube of any number. Okay, so now let's stop here. We will see what about the cube root in the next lecture. Okay, so thank you and have a good day.